I have a personal relationship with DEI and how it has impacted my career and the workforce as a whole. I work in the legal industry as a gay minority. I have been called too smart for a minority. I have not been hired or promoted because of my race, sexual preference, and political views. In a recent situation, I was discriminated against by transphobic people because someone wanted to start a rumor that I'm transgender. I'm a moderate Democrat, and I know the difference between someone not liking me and someone discriminating against me. I don't believe every white person is inherently racist, but I do think they should be held responsible when racism occurs. I'm an absolutist when it comes to racism. If someone were to say they don't like all white people, I would consider that a racist statement. Most law firms, in my experience, have a level of racism baked into their structure. The named partners can only be white or Jewish, and are rarely women. Black people can only be legal secretaries and sometimes paralegals. Latin people can have lower level IT positions and work in the copy room. People are automatically given a ceiling based on their social status. Over the years, DEI efforts have allowed people to break through those ceilings. Not being an extremist, I can see how people have taken it too far, and in some cases, people have taken advantage of those efforts by not continuing to prove their value. The term DEI hire is very offensive because MAGA is using it to reduce people to being hired solely on their race or protected group. We have had decades and whole eras of white men dominating the workforce. Over the past 20 years, DEI has made some headway, and now that white men are working at the same level, shoulder to shoulder, with people they want to be better than, it has become a movement to stop DEI in its tracks. With Donald Trump and Elon Musk leading a Project 2025-like scenario by blaming any flaw of an organization or company on its DEI policies, America will be on track to lowering the social status of minorities and women, making America great again. With the assassination attempt of Donald Trump, the LA fires, and previously issues at airlines and in the medical field, Elon and Donald Trump have pointed to DEI. It has been suggested that the most qualified person be hired to replace DEI. DEI isn't about hiring a less qualified person, it's about including people who have otherwise not been considered. What has happened and what will happen is that white males will be labeled as the best candidates, even if they have fewer skills, experience, or knowledge to qualify for a particular position. For example, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. MAGA uses these tactics to gaslight people. They tell people that they are doing the exact thing that they themselves are doing or are going to do. It's like pulling someone's hair while telling them to stop pulling your hair. Now we are all twisted and tangled in what is racism and fairness. They want to confuse the situation and then do the exact thing we were doing all along. Here are some examples of times when DEI was not present.